Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. It's Mrs. St. John again. Yesterday, we had a special guest reader, Mrs. Duravage, reading a very special book, The Kissing Hand, and I hope you guys enjoyed that a lot. I really loved hearing her read. I miss you guys so much, and I know she misses you in the classroom too. Today, with the snowy weather outside, it got me thinking about summertime and about going to my favorite place, Maine. My husband and my dog and I, we love going up to Maine, and we love going and visiting the Rachel Carson Nature Preserve. We like to go fishing there, and we like to let the dog run on the beach, and we just have a lot of fun. So today I wanted to read this narrative nonfiction story to you, Rachel Carson, by Ellen Jean Peters. And this story is all about Rachel Carson, who is the woman that nature preserve in Maine is named after. And here she is here. And I know that she is a very special scientist. She's using a microscope. We've used those in science class. It looks like she's in a science lab. I see the ocean behind her, so that means that she's studying probably the ocean and probably marine life. Marine means of the ocean. I see she's wearing a white lab coat. Back here, there are some fish in a case, and it looks like she's taking some notes. Let's take a peek at the back. That's Rachel Carson again, and it looks like she's thinking, she's daydreaming about something. She has a book open, so I bet she really likes to study. I'm really excited to read this with you. Are you guys ready? Rachel Carson loved animals, and plants, and the sea. And so as I read this to you, I want you to think about why you love nature and what she did with that love of nature. Okay, here we go. Rachel Carson loved nature. She wrote books about the animals and plants that lived in the sea. Many people liked the books she wrote about nature. They wanted to learn more about animals, plants, and the sea. When Rachel was a little girl, her family had lots of animals. She worked hard. She fed the pigs and milked the cows and learned to make butter and cheese. Rachel planted seeds in the ground in the spring. She picked apples in the fall. Look, here are some of her animals, her farm. Rachel liked to go hiking in the woods near her house. She liked writing stories, and she loved to read. Rachel loved reading about the sea. She didn't grow up near the sea, but she wanted to go there someday. When she was older, Rachel saw the sea. She walked on the beach. She looked into the tide pools left by the waves and saw many kinds of plants and animals. She wished she could learn more about every one of them. Now, I'm going to stop here. I see this word tide pools, and this is a new word for me, and it might be a new word for you too. So I'm not sure what a tide pool is. So I'm going to go back in the text and I'm going to see if I can use some clues. It says, she walked on the beach. She looked into the tide pools left by the waves. So I know that tide pools are on the beach and they are left by the waves. And I see this picture here of Rachel Carson walking on the beach. The waves are in the background, and here is a pool on the beach that's probably left by the waves. I'm going to keep reading. And she saw many kinds of plants and animals. Now I see that she's looking into the pool. She saw many plants and animals, and she's touching a starfish. So I think that this here is the tide pool that they're talking about in the story. Now, Rachel knew how she wanted to spend her life. she would learn all she could about life in the sea. Rachel Carson wrote books about the things she learned. Few people knew as much about the sea as she did. She also wrote about how people were hurting nature. Planes were spraying the land to kill bugs, but the spray was killing many birds and animals too. Her books made people see that the spray was not safe. So just like with Helen Keller, this woman is an activist, meaning that she's doing activist, that help other people, and in this case, help the environment. Let's keep reading. Rachel Carson loved looking at plants and animals and the sea all of her life. People still read the books she wrote. Her ideas about nature were a gift that she gave to the world. And look, here are some of the books that she wrote. Sense of Wonder, The Sea Around Us, Under the Sea Wind, and Silent Spring. The end. So we learned a lot of really neat things about our girl, Rachel Carson, from the story. I want you guys right now to think to yourself, have you ever loved something so much and you thought you might want to do it forever, make a career out of it? You could also answer this question. What are 2 things that young Rachel Carson liked to do best? What were most of Rachel Carson's books about? Why do you think the author calls the ideas in Rachel Carson's books a gift to the world on this last page? It says it was a gift she gave to the world. Why would the author say that? And also you could just tell me 3 facts about Rachel Carson's life. Okay. I would also like you to maybe think about another story you have read about someone real, and you can draw a picture that shows something important that the person did. And then you can tell me how this person is similar to Rachel Carson. If you do draw a picture, I'd love to see it. Post it below. And if you want to respond to any of these questions, please post it below too. You can get in touch with me on Talking Points, on Seesaw, or here on Google Classroom, or on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and check out the links I'm going to be posting about the Rachel Carson Nature Preserve in Maine. Okay, see you guys tomorrow.